Welcome back to another episode of Touchdown Labs Film Room. Today we have somebody special for you Bills fans. We're going over Joey Bosa, one of the premier defensive ends that was signed in free agency for the 2025 NFL season. He goes to the Bills, a surpriser. A lot of people thought he was going to go reunite with his brother in the 49ers or potentially even the Dolphins. So this one's big for Bills fans. I think Bills fans will be extremely happy. Let's go ahead and get right into the film. We are watching number 97, usually lined up on the left hand side of the screen. And basically, the question that we're going to answer today is, what does Joey Bosa still have left in the tank? This is early on in the season against um, a Raiders quarterback that really doesn't have much experience. But we want to go ahead and see what Joey Bosa has left to offer in the tank to bring Bills fans and make their defensive line even more stout than it already is. Bills have paid Greg Rousseau about $80 million on the other side, and they get another premier defender at a $12 million guaranteed 1 year deal. Prove it deal for Joey Bosa, who's looking to go to an AFC contender and prove his worth with his contract situation. So I think that's important for us to state. Couple of other things to go through with Joey Bosa. Is he an upgrade? I really think he is. You can see on this play here to Brock Bowers, he's causing, Aiden O'Connell to go ahead and throw that ball a tick earlier. And that's what's important about Joey Bosa. Sometimes it doesn't come up on the stat sheet. I know a lot of Bills fans might be questioning the sack numbers. He has 5 sacks last year, 6.5 sacks the year before that, and then 2.5 the year before that. So the numbers are down, but there is a story to tell. So we're looking at now pressures against New England, another team with this is likely a flag just because of that offside there, but even with that, he's still able to get to the quarterback, and they're just throwing the ball because they think to the end zone because they think it's a free play. So let's just watch Joey Bosa here by himself. He's on the left side. He's able to get through not only the right tackle, but the running back there that's just putting a body in front of him. The story to tell for Joey Bosa is that he only started 5 games in 2023, and he only started 4 games in 2022. So a little bit of an injury history here as well with him. He made the Pro Bowl last year. The 2 years before that, where he was injured, he did not. And then he was coming off 3 consecutive Pro Bowls there in a row. So lots of upside with a player who has proved it in the NFL. Lots of things I'll talk about here that don't come up in the stat sheet are pressures. He's typically getting around 20% of pressures, you know, for the year in terms of what he's doing on the line. You'll see here he was looking for a holding call. Great hand movement. He's able to make sure the left tackle's not able to engage. And there he does get a little bit of a push in the back. And, number 0 doesn't help him at all in terms of getting there. So Chargers gave up a very good player, but he's been a little bit hurt for them. So I don't see why that. Like, I don't blame them for going the Khalil Mack route, giving Khalil Mack the money and kind of making this decision on Joey Bosa to let him go. He has a really great get off. First step is amazing, and I think the Buffalo Bills made a very strategic move, making their defensive line stronger. Their defense was something that was a little bit suspect last year. So not only does Joey Bosa come in and give them pass rush right off the bat, he is somebody who's going to come in as situational. I'm just going to go ahead and pause the film here to bring up this graphic. And really, it's what is the edge rating now? And what are we looking at when it comes from Joey Bosa and the Bills offering him on the edge? I think it goes to an A plus. They tried getting this before in Von Miller, and Von Miller had that domestic violence charge, or sorry, domestic abuse charge, which led him to get off the field problems. He probably wasn't operating in the best mindset. He had a lot of things going on in his regular life outside of football, and unfortunately that didn't work out for them. He's a little bit older now. Joey Bosa comes in as an older player as well. He's 29 years old, but he's not in that mid 30s like Von Miller. He can still be a team captain and still carry the Bills on the defensive side there. And like I said, there are opportunities where Joey Bosa can come in and play 70% of the snaps and get 70% of snaps for playing time, get up there towards 40, 50, even 60 snaps. But do you really want that if you're a Bills fan? I don't think so. I think he's most effective rushing the passer, especially at this point in his career. And if you can negate his snaps a little bit and make sure that he gets the rest that he needs, he'll be able to be successful for you later on into the season. And shout out to the Bills, who folks didn't even think that would be a contender last year, and they went ahead and went and made a deep, deep playoff run. So here you'll see he gets this sack on Mahomes. He's not letting him get away. He has that aggressive play style to him. He'll throw your quarterback on the floor. He lines up all over the defense. I said typically he lines up on the left end. Here you see Khalil Mack there. They're playing a little bit of a game. And even with the running back there, he's able to disengage and get Mahomes on the floor. And you'll see number 45 throwing his hands up like this because that's the famous Joey Bosa celebration, right? So I think Bills fans are going to be really, really happy with who they're getting here. And, the type of player that they can get on either the right or left edge. And paying Rousseau gives them, the ability to potentially even draft heavier into the defensive line as it comes into the 2025 NFL draft, where I'm expecting them to potentially dip into defensive tackle. And if that's the case, then the Bills' defensive line is going to get extremely stout in the next couple of months, and that will be something that'll be formidable going into the 25 season. So, Bills fans, I hope you guys are hype about this. This is even more film here. Joey Bosa is going against the best AFC quarterbacks, and he's still able to make Lamar Jackson rush this throw and take it to that check down option, Mark Andrews, so he can't be successful there. Joey Bosa has enough left in the tank, enough for me to rank him as an A plus free agency pickup, especially when the Bills are coming off, a disappointing Von Miller campaign where they thought that he was going to be that guy for them. So Joey Bosa at this point in the career maybe isn't what he was at 21 years old. It isn't that all pro defensive rookie of the year, but he still is one of the top 10 edge rushers in the NFL. And I still think teams need to game plan against him. So I hope you guys like this film session. It just goes to show how great Joey Bosa can be in a defense that's going to likely get even better this year. And what I'd throw out there is if you guys like this content, please like, comment, share, subscribe. We just hit 100 subscribers. I'd love for you guys to kind of keep sharing this content out there. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I need to do so with your help, and I will do that this year with you guys. So if there's somebody else you want me to do a film session on, let me know. And even against an athletic quarterback like this, we'll end off on a good note. Joey Bosa's here on the edge. He's able to go ahead and make this play against Bo Nix so that he can get this sack and make sure this team is able to get off the field. -8 yards for him. We'll end off like that. I think it's a fantastic pickup for the Buffalo Bills.